Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast. It's little old me again. I am actually recording this in the car on my way home from work because I thought that would make sense for a little update podcast. The podcast is coming back soon for those of you who are regularly listening, and I apologize for the wait, but a lot of things have changed. Some things have changed. We put some things in place for future stuff that's going to be awesome. So, the number one thing is I changed jobs. And the thing about the job change mainly is that it's now an hour for me to get to work instead of 5 minutes. So, there's a lot more time in the day dedicated towards travel. But speaking of travel and my job, the job that I have accepted, well, it's twofold. The main thing is that it's with a comic book publisher, which is amazing. And the second thing is, while my full-time job is actually working in the warehouse there, I have some previous warehouse experience, and this was like a really good fit. I'm also going to be traveling for them with the sales team, going to Comic Cons. That's right. So if you have been following along on the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, that sort of thing, which you should be, facebook.com/nerdbonebrand, Twitter and Instagram @nerdbone, you will have seen the 2019 North American Tour announcement. I can't remember all of the dates off the top of my head. I know I'm going to AwesomeCon in Washington, D.C. at the end of April. In May, East Coast Comic Con in Secaucus, New Jersey. What comes next after that? I have no idea. I know I am also going to be in Toronto for Fan Expo. I'm going to be at New York Comic Con. I'm going to be at HeroCon in Charleston, South Carolina, which I'm super excited about. I mean, I'm super excited for all of them. But we used to go to Charleston when I was a kid. We'd take trips there every once in a while. And I am pumped to be going back. It's been a long time. So, got that stuff going on. Got a lot of trips coming up. And a couple of possible trips. We're just nailing down the details of, are we actually going? Because there's still the process of registering for different events throughout the year, and then got to figure out what the dates are, and then who's available, and all that jazz. So there may be more dates coming up, which is really, really awesome. I'm super excited to be doing this. I think all in all, I am going to be doing 7 trips. 7 Comic-Cons over the next year, with, again, possibly more added. We will find out. It'll be my first trip to Canada, Fan Expo in Toronto. It's going to be my first trip to Canada. I'm super excited, and I think we're actually going to be there a day early. So I'm going to get to walk around downtown Toronto a bit, if that even exists. I have no idea. I have not been to Toronto. I gotta call Drake. Somebody get me Drake's number. I'm sure he can tell me everything that I need to know. I mean, he'll probably tell me to catch a Raptors game, but I'll only catch a Raptors game if the Warriors are playing. Anywho, so that is that has been the bulk of what's going on with the job change, upcoming traveling more for the job itself. But this has been an amazing change in my life. I absolutely love this company. It's called Zenescope Entertainment, Zenescope Comics. It's just amazing. They're really cool people. It's a generally small company, and but we're about to expand soon, and that's gonna. It's so cool. It's just so cool, and my voice is cracking because I'm so excited. I get to work with my friend Chris. I love Chris Sampson. If you have listened to Nerdbone before, you know Chris, or you should know Chris by now. And if you've listened to other podcasts, such as Super Nerd Pals, and Hypespace. You should listen to both of those if you're interested in both nerd stuff and D&D, RPGs and stuff like that. Go check those out. They're on iTunes. Anywho, get to work with Chris. Get to work for an awesome comic book company. Awesome people. Traveling to Comic-Cons. But all of that has had to take up a lot of time, a lot of prep. There's been a lot of preparing all of that stuff, getting information together and like nailing down schedules, getting my passport taken care of, that sort of thing. So it's been a little hectic lately. I have some vlogs recorded. I have some YouTube stuff recorded that I just have to edit and post. So there will be more YouTube stuff going up. Just bear in mind that some of the videos, my beard will be longer than other videos because some of the videos I recorded like a couple of weeks ago when things were much shorter. The other thing that's been going on that's really awesome is performing. I've been, I talked about it before, that I was going to be performing in a play in Pottstown, Pennsylvania at the Steel River Playhouse. Much Ado About Nothing, classic William Shakespeare. We are on our last week of that show. So today is Tuesday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think Sunday there's a show. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week is it. This is the last week. If you live near Pottstown, you should totally go because it's an amazing show. Amazing cast members. It's insane. It's insane. It's a community theater, right? It is a non-profit organization. I wasn't really sure what to expect as far as acting wise. I figured since they cast me, then it must be low par because I'm awful. I'm not. I shouldn't say I'm awful. I do okay. I do all right. I mostly memorize the lines. Mostly. But yeah, so if you are near Pottstown, you should come check that out. Super excited for this last week of the show. It's been going great. Great crowd so far. What else? I think that's it. So the podcast is going to be traveling. Still going to have guests. There were some guests on the schedule for this past month, but obviously there was like zero time to do it anymore. So I let those guys know, just, hey, we're going to have to reschedule. Because I want to give you guys quality stuff. You know what I mean? I don't want to just try to bang out an interview in 15 minutes and call it an episode. No. I want to do, the purpose of the Nerdbone podcast, I really want to talk to passionate people about the things that they are passionate about. And for us to do that, we got to dedicate the time, right? We got to dedicate the time. We got to put in the work. These are people that I know we're going to have a great conversation, so it's going to be a great episode each and every time we sit down and talk. And I hope you guys like it. And I want to put my stamp, my guarantee that it's going to be great, that I'm going to give you the best show we possibly can. And, so in order to do that, had to take a step back, sort a couple of things out. This year is going to be amazing. Speaking of new things this year, nerdbone.org, that's the website. That's it. That's our site. It's up. It's running. I say our. It's really just me right now. But but that is the website. I'm going to be posting some other stuff on there, not just blogs and podcasts, but also I really want to share stuff with you guys. You know, I've come to realize that over the years, I have gotten, like many people, I've gotten used to spending a little bit of quiet time with myself, just scrolling the internet, right? Just looking for things that I'm interested in. Whether it's news stories, articles about video games, that sort of thing, or really like products, Like, holy shit, I saw this really cool R2-D2 lamp yesterday. I'm going to post a link to that on the site, because I think sharing the stuff that I'm passionate about as well can kind of help everybody get to know what the brand is about, and give you some more insight into me as a person, as I am like the, what would you call that? The tent pole of the organization, that sort of thing. So get some more insight on me. Checking out awesome stuff, nerdy and not nerdy. And so nerdbone.org, facebook.com/nerdbonebrand, Twitter and Instagram @nerdbone. So many cool things coming up. Rescheduling some of the guests that I had scheduled before. Plus, who knows who we're going to run into and therefore interview while at Comic-Cons. Ooh, no spoilers. No spoilers at all. But juicy. Sink your teeth into these mofos. Ha! All right, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a great week. I hope you're having a great month. I hope 2019 is going amazing so far. And thank you so much for listening. Keep in mind, more YouTube stuff coming out soon. More podcasts coming soon. I'm super excited. I'm not excited about this traffic. I'm not excited about the red light in front of me that I have been sitting at for, 2 solid minutes, which doesn't sound like a long time, but it feels like a long time. But I am going to continue my safe journey home. And, I hope y'all are well. And I will catch you next time. Later. Peace.